Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Narayan Rao Kovur. In this video, we are going to understand methods of measurement of elasticity of demand. Methods of measurement of elasticity of demand. So, in this class, I am going to explain arc elasticity method. Arc elasticity method. So, the other names of arc elasticity method are average elasticity method and another one is midpoint method. These are the two other names of arc elasticity method. Next, when changes in price and quantity are substantial or discrete and large. When this method is applied to measure price elasticity of demand is when changes in price and quantity are substantial change or discrete change or large change or huge change. Arc method is applied to measure price elasticity of demand. Next, some portion on the demand curve or arc of the demand curve. Second one is some portion on the demand curve or arc of the demand curve. So to measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. Third one is elasticity may be calculated over a range of prices. Elasticity may be calculated over a range of prices. So in these three cases, to measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. Arc method is applied. Next. So one is substantial change in price and quantity. Second one is some portion on the demand curve. Third one is over a range of prices. In these three cases, to measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. Next, when price elasticity is to be found between 2 points or two prices on the demand curve, which price quantity shall be taken as basis or base? One more point is between two prices, between 2 points, between two quantities. To measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. So here, when price elasticity is to be found between 2 points or two prices on the demand curve, which price and quantity shall be taken as base price and base quantity? For this question, point number 1. Price elasticity will be different when calculated on old price and old quantity. Price elasticity is different when we calculated old price and old quantity. That is one. So to avoid confusion, this method is used as the base, that is the average of old and new. So in this method, this method is used as the base, that is the average of old and new taken. Next, this is an approximation to actual percentage change in variable, but it gives consistent results. This method gives consistent results because this is an approximation to actual percentage change in variable, but it gives consistent results. So in this regard, this method is applied to measure price elasticity of demand. Next, what is the formula to calculate price elasticity of demand? How to explain with the help of diagram? So how to explain arc method with the help of diagram means, first draw L shape, mark YOX. Price is measured on y-axis, quantity demand is measured on x-axis. Original price is OP, original quantity is OQ. When price falls, new price is OP1, quantity increases from OQ to OQ1. New price is OP1, new quantity is OQ1. So then you draw the demand curve. This is called demand curve. DD demand curve. DD demand curve. If you want to measure price elasticity of demand at point A, point method is enough. If you want to measure price elasticity of demand at point B, Point method is enough. But our question is to measure price elasticity of demand between A to B. This portion is called arc. This portion is called arc. Some portion on the demand curve or arc of the demand curve. Point A to B, the broken line is called arc. The area between A to B, broken line, that area is called arc of the demand curve. So between A to B, to measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. Between two prices, between two quantities, between 2 points, to measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. Right. Formulas: price EP is equal to Q2 minus Q1 by Q2 plus Q1 by 2 divided by P2 minus P1 by P2 minus P1 by 2. Here, so we have taken averages. That is why it is called average elasticity method. Next, Q2 minus Q1 by P2 minus P1 into P1 plus B2 by Q1 plus Q2. This is another formula to calculate arc elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand through arc method. And one more is EP is equal to Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 plus Q2 into P1 plus P2 by P1 minus P2. If you apply any formula among the three, if you apply any formula to measure price elasticity of demand, you will get the same answer. So ఈ త్రీ ఫార్ములాస్ లో ఏ ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేసినా కూడా నీకు సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. This is the formula to calculate price elasticity of demand, so through arc method. Next, conclusion. We concluded that when arc method is applied, point number 1, substantial or large changes in price and quantity. Substantial means huge, large, discrete. Substantial or large changes in price and quantity. Point number 2, elasticity between 2 points, 2 prices, 2 quantities. Point number 3, if price and quantity are provided in numerical values, old price, new price, old quantity, new quantity given, then you calculate price elasticity of demand. Arc method is applied. So in these 3 cases, to measure price elasticity of demand, arc method is applied. ఒకవేళ ఎగ్జామ్లో ఏ మెథడ్ చెప్పకుండా ఉంటే యూ ఫాలో ద ఆర్క్ మెథడ్ ద్వారా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే నీకు వచ్చినటువంటి ఆన్సర్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా ఆప్షన్స్లో కానీ లేకపోతే దెన్ గో ఫర్ ప్రపోర్షనేట్ మెథడ్. ఓకే, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ప్రొసీజర్ టు మెజర్ price elasticity of demand through arc method or average elasticity method or midpoint method. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe and comment.